This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, your guardian of the First Amendment, Radical Radio. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Good Wednesday morning, everybody. Weather report is cold outside. Wear a coat. And more than wear a coat, make sure your children and your animals are warm. Make sure they're safe. Make sure. Because all you people have to do is go outside with the coat on. Take that coat off for about 5 minutes. Then you'll understand. Now, if a child or a dog can go get their own coat and put it on, go to the store and buy it, then that's okay. But the dogs and the children that can't take care of themselves, we have to do it. So don't forget, people, it is cold outside. Take care of your animals. Throw some extra food out there for the wild animals. They have to eat too. You throw some extra out for these bums that don't work. And we'll talk about that a little bit further down the road. You remember, and always remember, that you're going to hear it the way I feel it. You're not going to hear what's politically correct. You're not going to hear what's politically incorrect. You're going to hear what's politically insane because I don't give a damn. Do you understand me? And hey, as always, I broke the story on Ron the Dildo Dupert. I would say judge, but I don't want to disrespect the judiciary of the 20th Judicial Circuit in this once great state of Illinois. So I won't call him a judge. But remember, I brought it out. I broke the story. And this Dildo Dupert, I tried to reach out to Bost, Congressman Bost. Of course, he ain't nothing to do with it now. He was hand in hand. Well, I don't know if I'd want to be hand in hand with Dupert, but he was hand in hand with Dupert during the election time. A nice conservative Republican, Ron the Dildo Dupert. I guess Dupert's kind of like a magician, too. I think he could take that dildo and make it disappear. If you know what I mean, and I think you do. That greasy son of a bitch. But during the election time, Barb Viviano, that skank, that little bitch from O'Fallon, Mary Turdman, what an ignorant bitch she is. A do-nothing, sit-around, begging bitch. And then there's Doug Jamieson, the head of the Republican Party in St. Clair County. Oh, what a great guy he is. Owed $100,000 in child support up in Sangamon County, up in Springfield. They ran his ass out of Springfield. That's the Republican Party for you in St. Clair County. Anyway, they all endorsed Dupert. Pictures with Dupert. Ron Dupert. And I'm the one that broke the story. Remember good old Ron? Now the judge, and they use that term very, very loosely, the judge has taken off the case over ties with parolees. Now you remember Dupert and Ron. I know you like that dark meat on them young black boys. And if you don't, give me a call, you idiot. See, I'm tired of this crap. These hypocritical son of a bitches. But the chief judge, Judge Gleason, has now gave Dupert administrative duties only in the 20th Judicial Circuit. How embarrassing is that to the people of the 20th Judicial Circuit? In the wake of a man who once lived with Dupert being a person of interest in a murder investigation. Unbelievable, isn't it, people? Unbelievable. It says Dupert, by the way of public record, has allegedly harbored a registered violent offender. Has allegedly harbored, you hear me? This is a sitting judge, harbored a registered violent offender who was on mandatory supervised release, commonly known as parole. And this offender now, David E. Fields, is a person of interest in a murder investigation. Dupert could not be reached for comment. Well, hell no, he couldn't be reached. Dupert lived with David E. Fields, 20, for a time last year at Dupert's home on Potter Mill. I believe it's 18 Potter Mill Drive. We'll get the address if you want to drive by and look at it. He's registered to the Illinois State Police Murders and Violent Offenders Against Youth site. He was released from prison. Dupert's roommate, that is, for aggravated battery of a pregnant person. Well, it's a nice guy. It said Fields, Dupert's roommate, surrendered at the St. Clair County Jail on Friday. Dupert said police told him Fields was a person of interest in the case. Dupert also told the News Democrat, he won't talk with me, but he told the News Democrat that the police talked with him and other acquaintances of Fields. Dupert said he told investigators that he knew of Fields. You son of a bitch, do you hear this, people, that he knew of Fields, but that he knew nothing about, absolutely nothing about the Silas murder. That was the gentleman that was murdered, shot down in his house in the west end or the east end of Belleville. He was shot down at 2913 West Boulevard near Belleville. The victim was Carl Silas, was fatally shot. Now, let's follow this story even a little bit more, people. Dupert, what an idiot, what an asswipe idiot this son of a bitch Dupert is. This, I'll say, alleged judge. Dupert says here that he knew nothing about it. But he also knew Fields when Fields was 17 and facing aggravated criminal sexual assault and aggravated battery of a pregnant person. They met, their eyes glistened, and they met in the parking lot of Dupert's law firm in 2013. Unbelievable. A friendship began, according to Dupert. Hey, Dupert, what do you classify as a friendship? Does oral sex with a friend, is that friendship in your book? I'm just asking, Dupert. I'm just asking. A friendship with this felon. Then Dupert, Ron Dupert, said this friendship, he was being Christian again. I like Dupert. What a religious guy. Should have been a Catholic priest, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. Trying to help Fields get his life together. Was that sexually? I'd like to ask Ron the Dildo Dupert. Was that sexually? Dupert was such a nice guy. He offered Fields a place to live. Dupert, who has openly said he is gay, a gay blade Dupert, denied a romantic relationship between himself and Fields. And I personally think that's untrue, Dupert. I hope the police investigators dwell into this a little bit more, because isn't it a crime? Isn't it a crime? Maybe obstruction of justice when you lie during a murder investigation. Did you lie, Dupert? I want to know. You said you never had a sexual relationship with this man. And I personally do not believe that. But now people, there's videos posted on Facebook. And they've got this Fields and Dupert together. Says in one, and you know what? You couldn't make this crap up. They're together. Dupert is seen riding in Dupert's Porsche. Fields is seen riding in Dupert's Porsche while Dupert is driving. In the video, Fields makes gang references. Well, that's not Dupert's fault. I understand that. Anybody can make whatever references they want. But then it really gets a little seedy here. Gets a little seedy. In another video, Fields is in the passenger seat of a Porsche with Dupert driving. Fields said they're headed towards East St. Louis. A reference, and then he references his Versace's pants. What a gay, his Versace's pants. I'm just asking, of course, did you, Dupert, refer to what was hanging in those Versace's pants of that young black man? I'm just asking. I know at one time, Dupert, you asked if what you could do to make a man's penis hard. What an idiot. Dang, I'm a bigger idiot for even talking about this crap, but it's funny. I mean, if it wasn't so pathetic, it would be funny. So, anyway, they're talking about their Versace's pants, and at one point, Dupert revs up the engines of his $150,000 Porsche. Fields calls Dupert Dollar Bill. Dollar Bill. Is that a nickname? Is that, I want to just ask, Dupert, is that what you pay for oral sex with the young black man? I'm just asking. I don't know. You cheap, greasy bastard, a dollar bill. I would ask, is that the going rate, a dollar bill for gay activity? Just want to know, Dupert, don't know. Kind of concerned, though, Dupert. I'm concerned for you. I'm a Christian, but I'll be damned. I ain't letting you in my house. I ain't letting you in my house. But here's the most ironic part, people. There's another video, and there's a four-door Porsche, a Panorama 4. I guess that's a big, expensive Porsche, because that's, in my opinion, that's what Dupert uses to troll the black community for the young black men, in my opinion, of course. It says the Porsche owned by Dupert is outside the building where this Silas was found dead a year and a half later. So apparently Dupert had been out and about. Dupert is seen in other videos in the parking lot. Dupert, I think at this point you need a good attorney. You know that? I think you need a real good attorney. Do you people understand what's going on with this situation? Do you understand? You couldn't make this crap up. Here's Dupert, this idiot, and he's a conservative Republican. I'll tell you, I know a lot of conservative Republicans, but I don't know. Hey, you took the credit for having him elected, Doug Jamieson, Barb Viviano, Mary Turdman, Congressman Bost. You guys all took credit. Are you taking credit now? I'm just asking. This is unbelievable. I cannot believe that this crap happens. Everything happens in St. Clair County. It's not just the Democrats, it's the Republicans. It's all these idiots. But Ron Dupert, I think you're in a little bit of hot water, buddy. You better be getting you an attorney. I'm sure you already have one. But I think this is going to escalate, people. I think if the law enforcement gets into it, they'll find that possibly, I say, that Ron Dupert lied about his relationship between him and Fields. You heard what I said a couple days ago. He's always got young black guys working in his yard in the summertime off Potter Mill. That's what the neighbors always say. And I believe the guy just trolls down the streets for young black men. I think he's even made the statement that that's his preference. Now, I don't care if a guy's gay, but, I mean, don't bring it into the judiciary. You should have stayed just an attorney and got your side benefits, Dupert. I think you and the Republican Party ought to be ashamed of yourselves for some of this crap. But, hey, what the hell do I know? What do I know? Where are we going? Where are we going to go now? Lines are always open. America's voice of freedom. We are the Patriots. You can call toll-free 1-888-394-1430 on the east side, 394-1190. You want to talk about Ron the Dildo Dupert? We can talk about it. Hey, I want to talk about, you watch on television. Hey, and you blacks down in East St. Louis, the way you always pissed off at me, get pissed off at everybody else. Every news outlet shoots a shot from the arch, and they're shooting from the Illinois side. They never acknowledge East St. Louis. Never, ever, ever. They always say the camera from Brentwood, the camera on the eye from wherever, Manchester Road, from Eckert's Florist. They never, when they're down by that geyser in East St. Louis on the riverfront, they never acknowledge East St. Louis as that location. That should piss you guys off, shouldn't it? Well, maybe, maybe not. And I got to say, what really struck me yesterday is this guy that's killed, Dylan Roof, killed those 9 people in Charleston, South Carolina, 9 church people, black church people. They always say when a white man kills a black, it's always black. This guy killed 9 black people. No, he killed 9 people. Why the hell's it got to be 9 black people? He killed 9 people. And it's always a hate crime when a white person hurts a black person. Black person kills a white person. Hey, it ain't no big deal. I think it's hate when you kill anybody. But hey, what do I know? But remember in Soulard, when the white guy was walking in the alley and got the hell beat out of him by 4 black guys? Never once did they say black, that the suspects were black. You just can't do it. It ain't right. No, don't want to make the black community mad. The hell with the black community. The hell with the white community when they're wrong. Then I see where the president of the NAACP. Now, they don't give a damn about taking care of the black people. That's not what they're there for. They're there to screw over the white people. Now, they're down here at Jeff Sessions' place. He's the guy that they're nominating, the Trump nominating for Attorney General. They're down in Mobile, Alabama, at Sessions' office. They're having a sit-in. Now, here's the president of the NAACP and other demonstrators. Resulted in several people being handcuffed and escorted into a police van. Now, what the hell? Why don't you, NAACP, take care of the black folks? Why you want to screw around? You don't think that's racist? They didn't come after the son of a bitch Holder, did they? I didn't see the NAACP. I didn't see the NWWP, the white people coming after Holder when Obama nominated him for Attorney General. You people understand, you white folks, you better understand what's going on. And I think you do. Get off your lazy white hunky asses. Never would have happened under Obama administration. All this crap with Trump. If that would have happened during Obama's administration, they'd have said, "Hi, look at the racist bastards." Well, I say, let's look at the racist bastards now, the black racist bastards. Not the proud black community. Not the proud black community, because they don't act like that. I'm talking about, what did the guy tell me about the spear chuckers? I said, what is that? Is that an Olympic event? He said, no, those spear chuckers in East St. Louis. And I defended the proud black community. I said, man, you can't label and lump all the blacks together. There's a lot of good blacks. Now, I'll talk about the bad blacks every day and every day and every day. On my mama, they say, on my mama, your ass. But what the hell is this? Obama's people cannot let it go. Trump got elected. He got elected by the white folks. The white folks come out of the woodwork for a change. It was okay when the black folks come out for Obama and elected him by overwhelming percentage, 99% of the black community voted for Obama, and that wasn't a racist statement? Are you nuts? Are you crazy? But there's a president of the NAACP going down to Mobile, Alabama, where Senator Jeff Sessions is a senator in that state. They're going down there, and they're going to protest because they don't want him to be the attorney general. What the hell's wrong with that? It's not a racist statement. That's NAACP. They're not supposed to be racist. For the advancement of colored people. The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, not the National Association to screw white people. We've got a caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Yeah, hi, Bob. This is Pete in Trenton, Illinois.
Yeah, Pete, how you doing?
All right, how are you?
I'm doing
just
fine.
Want to say Trenton loves you out here.
Hey, well, I love Trenton. Thank you guys very much. What's going?
I moved out of Belleville in 2010 when I realized I was going to get married and move and raise a family, and crime was bad back then. But after I moved to Clinton County, New Baden, I live in Trenton now. It was just a world of difference. People out here still have family values and respect one another and respect their community. And it's just a world difference. My mom still lives in Belleville. Whenever I go back there to visit her, it's just a bunch of stress.
Yeah. Hey, Pete, I'm going to ask you, are you a proud white man?
I'm absolutely a proud white man.
Okay, thank you very much. You're not ashamed to say that, are you?
Absolutely not. And that leads me to what else I was going to discuss with you. Back when I was in junior high school, back in 93, 94, I went to Grant and Fairview Heights and then Belleville East. There was some racial tension back then because the movie Malcolm X had just come out, and so all the black students were wearing all these Malcolm X shirts, and we all knew how he felt about white people. So some of the white students kind of felt, they wanted to rebel against that, and they started wearing just all white clothing. The white students were then told that they would get suspended if they continued to wear all white. But, the black students were able to wear the Malcolm X and the cross colors and all that, and that just led to more and more racial tensions. The school, administration never stepped in. There were some nasty fights over it, but that was back in 93, 94. But I see the same, now I'm older now. I see the same sort of things going on now, set off by Obama and Black Lives Matter and, all that.
Hey, nonsense. Pete, let me ask you a serious question. And I want a serious answer. Are you a racist? Do you just hate black people because they're black?
Absolutely not.
Okay, you know why I don't like some black people? It ain't their color. It's their attitude. And I want to ask you one other question, Pete, since we're on the subject. You say, and you kind of alluded to it, but you didn't come out and say it. Why did the community Belleville, why'd you move out of Belleville? Why did it get so bad so quick? Why? Come on.
I believe it's the how Belleville has been run by Eckert and Kern.
Come on, Pete.
Property values started to go down.
Why, Pete? Come on, I got to pull it out of you. Why?
Why? Exactly why?
Yeah, exactly. Why did it get so bad and get so violent and get so whatever?
I think the
Come on.
The blacks coming up the hill and the white fight.
That's right, Pete. Now why? And I like you, buddy. Why the hell did I have to pull it out of you?
Well, I wasn't exactly sure what you were trying to pull.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure the right thing was pulled out of me.
Then I apologize. But the point I was going to make, Pete, maybe not you, but white people are afraid to defend themselves. They've got not the proud blacks, not the decent blacks, but these crap bum blacks have got the whites to be ashamed to be white. Don't you agree with me? And the whites can't say, hey, we're moving out because of the piss poor blacks, the criminal blacks, not the good blacks, but the piss poor blacks moving in. Why the hell can't we say that?
Well, and it's just not the blacks. There's a lot of real white trash, Well,
there is a lot of white trash. But let me tell you about the white trash. There was white trash in Belleville years back, but it doesn't seem like the white trash are as violent with the white community as the black trash is with the white community, right or wrong?
Right.
The black. Why some blacks just hate us whites? Do you have any answer to that, Pete? I don't know why the blacks would hate us. Hell, we've given them everything. What the hell? Why would they hate us, the white people?
I think it's fueled from it comes down from the government, and just recently, with Obama and Loretta Lynch and the Black Lives Matter and the media, they push it far, and
Hey, Pete, what do you think? I've started a national group, and it's not a racist group. It's a National Association for Majority Equality. We as a majority will never ask for anything more than equal treatment, but we will not tolerate any less. Do you think that's a racist organization?
Absolutely not.
I just want equal treatment. Equal.
That's the key word there.
That's exactly right. Hey, Pete, thank you very much. You tell everybody in Trenton and Clinton County. I love those guys. Clinton, Washington County. What a bunch of great people. Thank you. Keep up the good work.
Here, Bob, come out and see us sometime.
Hey, I'll be out there, Pete. Thank you very much. Now, why can't we be real? People are moving out of Belleville every day. We got houses for sale every day, and it's not because of the proud black community. I promise you that. Because a proud black community don't want to live in Belleville. It's the ass white blacks, and there's some white trash coming up. But the crime is primarily by the ass white blacks coming up through East St. Louis. They've already sucked out of everything, and Dupert, don't get excited about that word. They done sucked out everything they can in East St. Louis. Now they're just coming up the hill. And it's not the proud blacks. It's the criminal blacks that are coming up. White people are moving out. And I think Pete was a little hesitant. You know why he moved out. He moved out to get away from the blacks, not the proud blacks, but the crap bum blacks. Every white person moved out just like they moved out. See, you won't get a white guy saying this. Bob Romanik will, because it's not racist, it's real. Moved out of East St. Louis because of the blacks, not the proud blacks, because the proud blacks moved out of East St. Louis too. You got to understand, people. You got to be real. You can't sit back and say, well, I don't know. Yeah, you know why. You know exactly why. Everybody knows why Belleville is going down. It is the lack of leadership by Mark Maximus Vaginas Eckert. And I just hope the good people of Belleville understand that come April. You've got a choice. You got a choice between a no-good ass white bastard, a political parasitical punk, and an up-and-coming young man, Dallas Cook. Now, Dallas Cook, I know Dallas. Never been to his house, never been to mine. And I'm sure he's not a perfect man. But he's a man who'll fight for the people of Belleville. He's the only alternative you have, people. You got to go with him. You got to go with Dallas Cook. You know what you've got with Maximus Vaginas. You know what you've got with Maximus Vaginas. We're going to take a quick break. Lines are always open. We are America's voice of freedom. Definitely the Patriot. Call toll-free 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Pisses me off. This racist crap pisses me off. Insane broadcasting. America's bi-state voice of freedom. Radical radio. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting at its finest. America's bi-state voice of freedom. Radical radio, and we are proud to be the Patriot. I've got some bad news, and I really feel bad about it. Charles Manson is really sick. That asswipe, no-count bastard. I hope you die and rot in hell, you no-good son of a bitch. I don't give a damn about Charles Manson, like he's some kind of celebrity. I hate these bastards. Anyway, let's get back to wherever we're going. Lines are always open. Call toll-free, 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. Hey, I tried to get a hold of Kurt Prenzler, and he was busy. He always returns our calls. But I gotta say, I'm so pissed, and and I'm a no good son of a bitch. I'm a convicted felon, but let me tell all you people, there ain't none of yous out there that if you'd have got caught doing something you shouldn't have done, you wouldn't be felons. I don't give a damn, from tax evasion on up and down the scale. But now they had the asswipe Democrats, controversial Madison County appointee. They're giving this gal, Glenn Pritchard's daughter, who is a Democrat, by the way, Prenzler, a Republican, has hired her to work in Madison County. And now the Democrats are giving him all kind of crap. Because he hired a gal who was in trouble. He said her criminal record, the latest arrest coming in 2008, reckless discharge of a firearm. Well, hey, boss, Congressman Boss, you no good son bitch. You should have been charged with reckless discharge of a firearm when you killed that poor innocent dog. Whoa. Oh, Boss is in the area. Watch out. Watch out. What an ignorant bastard he is. I try to be decent with him, and he's a piece of crap. But anyway, let's move on. They're giving them crap up in Madison County. When the hell you going to leave well enough alone? This lady paid whatever debt she had to pay to society. And they're going to mess with her. And then there's this Stuckey Township. And I don't know the players there, but a gentleman's bitching because somebody's being appointed to the trustee board who was in trouble at one point. What the hell? Hey, let's have capital murder. Let's have capital punishment for everybody. You do something wrong, you're never going to be forgiven. In this great country of ours, this Christian country of ours that everybody wants to forgive and forget. My ass, are you crazy? I don't give a damn about me. I'll take care of myself. But these people are trying to redo their lives. One lady was an addict, and that's a disease, people. That's a disease. Give these people a break out there, will you? Now, if you molest a child, and I say you're a no good son of a bitch, you don't deserve a second chance. You kill somebody, you don't. But these people that make white collar crime mistakes, not me, because I'm a no good son of a bitch. Don't put me into it, because I'm not making this self-serving, because I don't give a damn. But damn, give some of these people a break, will you? If it was your family member, you'd want to give them a break. We've got some callers. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Yeah, Bob, how you doing?
Fine.
Yeah, hey, this is Dan from the Great River Road Dune Buggy Club.
Yeah, how you doing, Dan?
We love you up here in Grafton and Alton.
Hey, thank you very much. I love you guys, too. What's going on in your world, Dan?
Hey, I've been paying taxes in Madison County for 40 years, and I went over there to pay my taxes 2 years ago, and I've been going there all these years, and Kurt Prenzler was standing outside, the only person I ever saw standing out there at the tax office, asking if he had any problems, and he had his bow tie on, standing out there and talking to the public. I never seen a person do that in my entire life over there.
You know what, Dan? And I'm sure Kurt would appreciate that. And I don't know the gentleman all that well, but, he's just a regular person, isn't he?
He sure as heck is. Yeah, I told the people over there that day I went to pay my taxes after he was already, in his new office there, and I am really proud of that situation.
Yeah. Dan, I'm talking about these people that are trying to get appointed to certain positions, not just in Madison County, but down here in Stuckey Township. Now, and I've been in trouble, and I understand that, and I'm sure you're a decent guy, but if one of your family members had gotten in trouble and paid their dues, wouldn't you want to see them have a second chance?
They should have, yeah. Yep.
And I don't understand. In this country, with all these Christian religious people, isn't it forgive and forget? I don't know why people want to carry a grudge all the time. Do you?
I have no idea why they would do that. If they paid their dues, they should be able to go on with their lives.
Hey, Dan, you be good up there in Madison County and Jersey County. I love you guys up there. Keep listening. And one last question. Now, I got to ask you this, Dan. I want to hear it from you. What are you?
Well, I'm a proud white guy.
There you go, Dan. But see, at one point in time, you would have been a little hesitant to say that, wouldn't you? But you've been listening to me long enough. You don't have to be ashamed to be white, Dan. And I know you're not. I know you're a proud white man. I'm a proud white man. And I want every proud black person, because if you're proud and you're black, or you're proud and you're white, when you're proud, you take care of your family. You don't want somebody else feeding your family, supporting your family. And that's what I say, Dan. I hope everybody, both black and white, men and women, I hope we're proud people so we can take care of ourselves and not have somebody else take care of us.
And I got plenty of black friends, too, that I've had for years.
And there you go, Dan. But, hey, there's a lot of black ass wipes just like there's a lot of white ass wipes. Dan, thank you very much. You tell all the guys up there I appreciate them listening. Thanks for the support, and have a really safe 2017.
You too, sir. You too. Thank you, Bob.
Yes, sir. You know, you got to know. You got to know that white people are kind of ashamed and afraid to say they're white. Now, Bob Romanik's not afraid to say anything, let alone being a proud white man. But do you say that in an area where there's black people? It's inevitable you're going to have somebody white say, hey, you can't say that. The hell you can't. You can say whatever you want to say. You know, we talk about politics all the time. We talk about lives, situations. Here in Illinois, you know what really pisses me off? And I don't gamble. Well, I gamble when I walk out on the street because somebody's going to shoot me one of these days, but that's okay. At this point in my life, I really don't give a damn. But how the hell these politicians let this Ponzi scheme go? They tell me that there was some lottery games. One game cost $30 per ticket. It promised 2 grand prizes of $46 million each, people. And the game was ended before either prize was rewarded. Now, what the hell does that tell you? That's a Ponzi scheme. And our state politicians are letting our people, the citizens of this great state of Illinois, they're letting us get screwed. Why the hell would they let anybody sell a ticket if they don't have, the casinos, they have to have 3 times as much as money as they got on the books and all that crap. They got to have all their money to pay if somebody comes in and wins a big jackpot. Why doesn't the state of Illinois? That's a Ponzi scheme. Do you hear me? There was one game that cost $30 per ticket, and it had 2 grand prizes of $46 million each. They ended the game before the prizes were awarded. That's fraud, people. And we're letting them get away with it? Our politicians don't give a damn. I'm sure at the end of the day, these politicians are getting money from this lottery group, this North Star lottery group. Why do we let that happen, people? Because we're lame. Because we're lame and won't get off our asses. That's why. They shouldn't be allowed in the state of Illinois. And I'll challenge every state senator, every state representative, you ass white bastard, Rauner, Governor Rauner, you no good piece of crap. I challenge you guys, stop the lottery right now. You can't take people's money and not give what you say you're going to give for the return of that money. That's disrespectful to every citizen in this great state of Illinois. That's a criminal enterprise up there. The politicians in Springfield are part of a criminal enterprise. And I say that to all my friends that are state reps and everybody in Springfield. You need to stop this lottery yesterday. If the people aren't getting awarded the prizes that the lottery system say they should have, then that's criminal. That's criminal. We got another caller? Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
This is Paul Kirkwood.
Hey, Paul, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I just wanted to call to wish you a Happy New Year. I haven't been on the line, and I just listening to your program again, and I just wanted to say that I'm not going to go through the thing of, the race thing. I just want to say that birds like to live together, bees, bears, of their same makeup and whatever. And it seems like that everything is being forced down everybody's neck now of integrating with so and so, and they're trying to make people like each other.
Here, Paul, let me tell you, and we're getting up against a hard break. Thanks for the call. Paul, you're exactly right. Hey, I don't have to like a black son of a bitch if I don't want to, because there's a lot of white son of a bitches I don't like. But see, society going to make you like a black man, going to make you like a black man. No, there's a lot of whites I don't like. There's a lot of blacks I don't like. But I tell you, Paul, you and everybody, both black and white, be proud of what you are, and don't let anybody push you back because of your race. And I'm talking primarily, we've been pushed back as white people for the last 20 years. Now, anybody says that, they're a racist. And I'm far from being a racist. I'm a realist, and I'm tired. They're not going to scare me. These ass white blacks, not the proud blacks, the ass white blacks ain't going to stop Bob Romanik from saying I'm proud and I'm white, and I ain't going to take it anymore. All you white people out there, and you proud blacks, you understand what's going on. You proud blacks, you've been there. You've been pushed to the back of the bus. Now, what's it time for the whites to be pushed to the back of the bus? Are you crazy? Are you people crazy? You know, they talk about there was something on the air today. This black father tell his black kid, you don't have to listen to those white people. What do you mean you don't have to listen to white people? You got to listen to people. But see, it's the parents. It's the parents every generation. They just keep pushing this hatred. And it's not hatred white on black. It's hatred black on white. For some reason, a lot of the blacks hate us white people because I don't know. I don't know why. Never done nothing to them. Never owned a slave. I lived poorer than they did. Is it because the color of our skin? You know, maybe we ought to flip the script. Maybe the blacks don't like us because we're white. Maybe that's the only reason. And that's a reason to be a racist? This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting at its finest, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud to be the Patriot. Don't forget, people, go to my Fans of the Grim Reaper. You get all the year-end cartoons for Mark the Big Faggot Kern. Funny as hell. Go to our Facebook page, Fans of the Grim Reaper. We're starting the National Association for Majority Equality. We'll have the Facebook and the website up shortly. It's not a racist organization. It's an organization for equal treatment for everyone. Speaking of equal treatment, this gentleman will give you equal treatment. He's worked with people fixing their taxes, helping out, making sure they understand the tax situation. Our good friend, Mr. Ed Cochrell. Ed, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, Bob. Good morning and Happy New Year to you, and Happy New Year to everybody out there in Radio Land. I just wanted to let you know I'm not forgotten. Just had to take some time off, had some issues with my mother, and got all that addressed and straightened out, and just wanted to let everybody know I'm still available, 618-406-5767. Call me if I can help with your taxes or any other issues that I can help with. I'm not on the county board anymore, but I'm still New Athens Township Supervisor, running unopposed for election there. So,
hey, you know what? That's awful admirable. Here, the election's over. You're not running for anything, but you still want to help the good people of St. Clair County. I hope they don't forget somebody like you down the road, because you are a true public servant. We want to thank you for that.
Well, I appreciate that, Bob. And like the election, I consider that a theft, not a loss.
Well, that's true.
We could get into that, but I'm not going to ask what color you are. what party you are, what religion you are. I'm just going to ask you, let me help you and take care of it. Thanks, Bob. Everybody have a great year, and I'll talk to you soon.
Mr. Ed Cochrell, Ed, you come by anytime. There's a gentleman that's just fighting the fight for the people, not about politics. It's about public service. And Mr. Ed Cochrell will give you public service today and every day. It's a loss to the people of St. Clair County, not to Ed Cochrell that he didn't win. Don't forget, people, we got to continue to expose these rotten bastards, political, parasitical punks that we call politicians. Destroy them before they destroy us. As I always say, you have to destroy them politically, of course, right here on the dark side.